The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, thanks for joining us for tonight's news. I'm Maricela Kelaton.
And I'm Rex Lita. Join me later for the sports news.
In this edition, Hoskins Airport to be upgraded, circus aim for bigger plans, and young Falcons love PNG. The Waigani District Court premises was evacuated this morning following a bomb threat. This is after two staff received messages on their phones from unknown numbers at 8 a.m. of a bomb threat. According to the staff on the ground, they informed a CID officer who inspected the premises and advised staff to vacate the building for their safety. A fire truck from the PNG Fire Service was on standby also at the courthouse. After an hour of waiting, the police dog unit arrived on the scene to search to ascertain the threat. Officer in charge of the dog unit, Sergeant Dominic Nassam, said their dogs were used to search the premises of the courthouse and found nothing suspicious. Therefore, had advised the staff to return to work. Meanwhile, the police will conduct investigations to establish the details of the unknown caller. The Port Moresby General Hospital has strongly condemned a recent break-in at the Kumul Petroleum National Heart Centre, resulting in theft and concerns over patient safety. PMGH Chief Executive Officer Dr. Paki Malumi and Kumul Petroleum's Managing Director Wapu Song emphasized the impact on critical patient care. Fortunately, services resumed swiftly, but security measures are being reinforced.
The Port Moresby General Hospital has expressed concern following a recent security breach at the Kumul Petroleum National Heart Centre. Unknown individuals broke into the heart centre in the early hours of Saturday, March the 16th, stealing 200 kina cash and a laptop. This breach has raised significant concerns regarding the safety and security of patients, staff and visitors, prompting strong condemnation from PMGH CEO Dr. Paki Malumi. Song, Managing Director of Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited, echoed these sentiments, highlighting the potential impact on life-saving treatments for heart patients. Fortunately, the theft did not disrupt medical services, with normal cardiac diagnostic services resuming by Tuesday, March the 19th. However, efforts are underway to reinforce security measures to prevent future incidents. PMGH Security Manager Simon Cairo disclosed that the perpetrator gained access through a staff toilet window, evading guards. Plans are in place to station a guard in the area and install security cameras to enhance surveillance. Despite the setback, KPNHC remains steadfast in its commitment to providing uninterrupted care to patients. Kumul Petroleum's ongoing contributions, including a significant financial investment and training initiatives, underscore its dedication to advancing healthcare in the country. Jasmine Erojak, TVWAN News.
In enhancing aviation infrastructure, the National Airports Corporation joined hands with the West New Britain provincial government in a momentous signing ceremony for the Hoskins Airport upgrade under the Civil Aviation Development Investment Program Phase 2.
The National Airports Corporation and West New Britain Provincial Government have signed a Memorandum of Agreement for the upgrade of Hoskins Airport under CADIP 2. Addressing the gathering, Dominic Kaumu, Acting NAC Managing Director and CEO, said the commitment will see to the airport upgrade project come to fruition. Kaumu outlined the improvements already accomplished through Tranche 1 and Tranche 2 of CADIP, emphasizing the value of 87 million kina invested in major civil works. Looking ahead to Kadib Phase 2, slated to commence in 2025, he outlined ambitious plans for further enhancements, including runway overlay, terminal building refreshment, and airfield lighting installation, among others. The significance of these upgrades aligns with the national government's investment priorities outlined in Vision 2050 and Medium-Term Development Plan 3, 2018 to 2022, aimed at meeting international certification standards and fostering economic sustainability.
We are now putting together CADIP 3 plans. So as we work through CADIP, we complete CADIP 1, we're now into CADIP 2, and now we're putting together CADIP 3 plans, and we're working with the government and ADP to finalize the plan. And that plan will focus primarily on rural airstrips. And I'm happy to tell you, Governor, that I have my team have penciled in Kenyan Airport for you. We're looking at including Kenyan Airport into the CADIP 3 program. So let me break it up. Kenyan Airport, open up our South Coast. Corridor regular South Coast must open up.
In response, Provincial Administrator Leo Mapmani emphasized on the collective effort needed to kickstart the project and ensure the availability of improved services for the traveling public.
I believe PNG Fire Service will be established there, and these are a big improvement for us as a province to have our fire services that is available to attend to any emergencies that might arise.
Following the signing ceremony, discussions ensued regarding options to reroute the main highway to accommodate the runway extension. The working committee resolved that NAC would proceed with airport upgrade works while the provincial government explore road realignment options, underscoring a coordinated approach towards infrastructure development. Carol Kido Jr., TV1 News.
West New Britain Governor Sasindran Musavel expressed his gratitude to the Asian Development Bank for its unwavering support in the development of the region's infrastructure, particularly in the aviation sector. In response to Acting Managing Director Dominic Kaumu's address regarding CADIP 3, Governor Musavel highlighted the significant potential of the South Coast, emphasizing the vast opportunities for agriculture and tourism. He stressed the importance of upgrading rural airstrips to facilitate easier access for local communities, noting the current situation where economic activities in the South Coast predominantly benefit other provinces like East New Britain and Morobe.
So I'm thankful that you also bring Hoskins to the standard where you have already established in UL province state-of-the-art terminal and also the runway, and again in Manus and various provinces within New Guinea Islands, and I'm happy to hear that here also you are going to cover it under CADIP 2. So in New Guinea Islands we stand to benefit, like us CADIP. I just said, rightly said, not every province gets the second opportunity. So in that second opportunity, we do not want to lose that opportunity to fix it properly, fix our terminal properly or the market properly.
Phase 4 of the PNG Power's amnesty campaign has finally reached Medan province. TVWAN Services has been selected to roll out the campaign with funding support from the USAID Papua New Guinea Electrification Partnership. Illegal power consumers have been called on to come in and register under the amnesty program to avoid being penalized and to be registered as paying consumers.
Implementation of the PNG Power Limited amnesty campaign will be implemented by NGO NIC IT with funding from the USAID Papua New Guinea Electrification Partnership. PPL coordinators of the amnesty program met with NIC IT services who have been engaged to roll out the program. Illegal power consumers are encouraged to come forward and register as paying customers and avoid being penalized. The amnesty will run for 6 months. Within this time, consumers who do not have meters and those connecting illegally have an opportunity to rectify their situation. Within this grace period, there are no fees, penalties, charges, or back bills. PPL analyst and product channel and amnesty lead Stanley Mark consulted with NIC IT services on the challenges faced by PPL, the experiences from other provinces, and what is expected of the implementation of the amnesty Phase 4. Managing Director of NIC IT Services, Nicholas Kase, vowed to ensure the program is rolled out diligently and create a conviction in the minds of consumers that power is a service that may need to take ownership of and budget for it. PPL Medec Branch Manager Mozo Liverson was happy to have extra manpower in implementing the amnesty program, as they have been handicapped in this space for years. So far, 70 homes have been identified under the amnesty program in Medec. Figures are expected to increase. Consumers registered under the amnesty program will pay a fixed monthly bill of 30 kina, 40 and 50 kina whilst awaiting for proper connections. Bill payments will only be done at the PNG Power office and any My Bank agent or offices. The amnesty registration began today. It concludes on August 31st, 2024. PPL will then launch the Talkout program, where anyone who reports an illegal connection will be rewarded, while the offender is prosecuted and subject to pay penalty fees and back bill charges. Susan Oreape, TVWAN News.
TVWAN News continues when we return. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SP Lager, Bunyamyumi.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaro, get up a big smile on face. Time for kimchi and a great fumu too. Sip, sip, the mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
Quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
Superstition ain't the way.
Give it to Dom Young. Tedesco knows he's got speed. For the Roosters, he's through, he's over, and it's game on again.
This season, the Bunce family are taking the ultimate risk.
There's no investors, there's no third party.
We're paying for it ourselves.
We have to find some good trade.
The stakes are high, and every decision is their own.
Time and money is everything. That's how important it is.
Hit it!
Rush, move. It's all or nothing.
If we don't mine this year, we have no next year.
Jade Fever, streaming now on Outdoor.
Welcome back. The government is looking at alternative fuel sources to ensure fuel security is not compromised following recent encounters with Puma Energy. On his return from Singapore, Prime Minister James Marape said he had open talks with Puma Energy about the subject, and while Puma has indicated to stay on in the country, that does not stop the government from diversifying its fuel sources.
Puma did indicate that they don't intend to move out of the country. It is a forex and banking issue. They want to remain in business. We were transparent with them. We said, you can remain in business, but we're also looking at other alternates to ensure we have fuel security in our country. Our interest is not to be in the business of fuel supply. Government's interest is in the area of fuel security for our country. And so we did indicate to them that we're looking at other alternates, including working with our national energy company, Kumul Petroleum Volumes Limited, MRDC group of companies, to ensure our fuel is secure for our people. So that conversation was held with Puma and other businesses who showed interest to come into the PNG market. So I want to give indication to our country.
Amidst the devastation wrought by heavy rainfall, Kerengakua, member for Sinasina Yongamul, and James Tamane, member for Chuave, issued a joint plea for immediate assistance for Simbu province. With all 6 districts reeling from floods and landslides, lives lost, food sources decimated, and vital roads blocked, the province faces an unparalleled crisis. Acknowledging aid extended by the national government, particularly the PNG Defence Forces helicopter support, the MP stressed the need for more intervention. Corps highlights the critical need for road clearance by PNGDF's engineering battalion to restore vital supply lines cut off for 2 weeks. The MPs rally their government counterparts from Simbu to champion their course, emphasizing the importance of bipartisan cooperation in this hour of need. Although established 2 years ago, the PNG circus is now finally standing on its own to make ends meet. The young members are now an entity of their own and want to be more than just a circus and a business of its own.
With the effort put into making a show-stopping performance at the Port Moresby Arts Theatre this April, the PNG Circus are determined to have plans for a grand carnival. Program Director and founder Fazila Bazari said the event will have a lot of people impressed with the talent shown.
And we want to do like a circus carnival for a whole month during this November, December. It's a school holiday. We want to work with TPA to promote that event to bring people from Papua New Guinea to come. I'm hoping that we will do a big circus carnival and that we will incorporate all the different performers, stand-up comedians from all over the country, our local bands, so it's just like a whole big music carnival, maybe at an adventure park or a nature park.
In the meantime, the members of the circus are hard at work to have funds available for the next big show.
Anybody else out there who are listening to this and who wants to be a part of this, please do come in and support us so that we can do like a great big circus carnival and make it into a great big family fun and entertainment. And if that becomes really successful and if we make money, we will go to Leh, we'll go to Goroka, we'll go to Mount Hagen and do like a road show throughout the whole country.
Bazari shared that Active City Development Program continues to support and help out whenever they can.
And right now I am so proud to say that PNG Circus is an entity of its own, run and managed by the young people in Papua New Guinea. And one of the aim of the program is actually to train young people and then to make sure that they stand on their own and they start managing on their own, and then all of us who are mentors and trainers, we just step aside and we just stay in the background and continue to give them the support and the mentorship.
Jasmine Jack, TVWAN News.
And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at 0.2651 US dollars in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying 0.2576 US dollars, 0.3915 Australian dollars, 0.2302 euro, and 38.72 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold, coffee, copra, and copper closed higher, while cocoa, palm oil, and crude oil closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. You're watching TV1 News. When we come back, we'll have news making headlines overseas. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase EasyPay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
More clean, more sweet. Flame natural white sugar. Make more.
Attention rice lovers! We are giving away 300,000 kina worth of scale school money. 1,000 kina could be yours. With 300 winners and 4 fortnightly draws, your chances are higher than ever. Buy any 1 kg to 20 kg scale or ori rice, cut out the grown for PNG stamp, put it in an envelope with your name, contact details, and drop it in an entry box at selected outlets. Promotion ends March 29, 2024. Hurry and win big with scale and ori rice. Follow us on social media for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
He's seen as a table legend.
That is delicious.
Join Tommy Gomes in a tasty culinary voyage.
Holy mackerel. Did I just say that? We're exploring where your quality American seafood comes from. Quality is key. The uglier the fish, the better it tastes.
Take a deep dive into America's commercial fishing culture. The Fishmonger. Streaming now on Outdoor.
It's broken here for Sturger. Hoffman, good save, and stabbed in on the rebound. Takes on front and back. Zane, there's Harry Kane. You just know when the ball comes Kane's way, it's going to be a goal for Bayern.
Welcome back. A major bridge in Baltimore collapsed after a container ship rammed into it early on Tuesday morning. 6 construction workers who were on a bridge in Baltimore remain missing after a container ship rammed into the bridge and sent it crashing into a river, authorities in the northeastern U.S. cities say. 2 construction workers were pulled from the water after the 2 6.6-kilometer Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed into the Patapsco River in the early hours of Tuesday. The Francis Scott Key Bridge opened in 1977 and spans the Patapsco River, a vital artery that, along with the port of Baltimore, is a hub for shipping on the East Coast. Some of the country's most popular cars will get an easier run under a weaker vehicle emission standard proposed by the federal government. Labour has watered down the contentious policy aimed at getting more electric vehicles and more fuel-efficient cars into the country. The changes secure the support of the car industry in exchange for a lighter touch on bigger utes and SUVs.
I'm joined here today with representatives of Toyota.
After weeks of negotiations about the shape of Australia's future car industry and some of the country's most popular cars, the government was keen to trumpet some consensus.
You'll still be able to buy the vehicles you know and love, but there will be more options of more efficient vehicles available.
The Vehicle Efficiency Standard aims to get more EVs and more fuel-efficient cars sold in Australia. It caps the total emissions of cars sold by different manufacturers each year. That cap is lowered over time, so different brands will need to sell more EVs or more efficient cars to stay under it. And there are two categories: passenger cars and light commercial vehicles, like utes and vans.
Labor's car tax.
The new car tax?
Their car and ute tax.
A lot of the focus has been on the impact on utes, given they remain the most popular new cars in the country. Today's changes put utes on a less ambitious emissions reduction pathway, aimed at softening the blow on a big slice of the Australian market.
This is a very moderate standard that takes Australia from being really the last place in this transition to the middle of the pack.
And some big cars, like the Ford Everest and Isuzu MU-X, are being effectively reclassified as utes.
There still remains a very big challenge in achieving these ambitious numbers.
Toyota is one of the manufacturers most exposed to the plans, but is willing to back it, arguing it's time to get on with it. And on one key question, a definitive answer.
Is this policy a ute tax or not? That's my question to you.
No.
He wasn't happy to be there. He was actually making it very clear to the Australian public that this was going to be an incredibly challenging and an ambitious target.
Getting the industry on board is a big win, but the Parliament will be a different challenge. This bill will be introduced tomorrow, and the opposition isn't giving up its ute tax line. Its fate lies in the hands of the Greens and some independents, who are going to want more than the government is offering.
Indonesia has temporarily banned imports of live cattle from one Australian property as investigations continue into how more than 100 cattle died on the Brahman Express that sailed from Darwin. The shock that's have the industry on tenterhooks that further trade could be disrupted as it relies on Indonesia to purchase hundreds of millions of dollars worth of live cattle each year. The Australian Department of Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry won't say exactly how many cattle died on the voyage, but has confirmed a high rate of mortality was reported by the exporter. The Ministry of Agriculture and the Indonesian quarantine body will work together with the Australian government to conduct an investigation on the case. Crown Casino has done enough to convince Victoria's gambling regulator that it has cleaned up its act following their main findings of disgraceful behaviour uncovered by the Royal Commission. The Casino Control Commission said it was in the public interest for Crown to keep its licence, saying it had made necessary changes to the way it operates. But the decision has fueled concerns that Crown is above the law and too big to fall.
International money laundering, infiltration by criminal gangs and preying on problem gamblers, including issuing these picks so punters could jam poker machines for quicker play. They are just some of the disgraceful conduct the Royal Commission into Crown uncovered.
I couldn't believe that there was an organisation that had so deliberately affected people's lives.
But Crown's licence won't be torched.
The Commission is satisfied that the systemic failings of Crown Melbourne are a thing of the past.
Is expected. They are too big to fail.
Crown was given 2 years to show it could be trusted or lose its licence. Senior staff left, the board changed, and it spent $200 million to clean up its act, improving financial controls, compliance and implementing responsible gaming programs.
Incredibly difficult to see how they're going to come back, but they did.
Another example of where Crown Casino is above the law, that it is allowed to do whatever it wants.
The Commission has imposed $250 million in fines in the past 2 years. Crown was also slugged a $450 million fine from Australia's anti-money laundering body.
If Crown is stupid enough to repeat the wrongdoings of the past, they can assume that that will be high on our agenda. We will take very swift action, and it will be very painful action.
We're not sure whether the guardrails that the regulator is putting in place are actually doing their job in terms of preventing the harm from happening in the first place.
Crown declined to speak on camera but wanted to emphasise its efforts for reform. It says punter welfare is a high priority. This chapter has also highlighted how successive state governments have failed to pull Crown into line, despite whistleblowers and numerous media exposés about money laundering and predatory practices.
The government will not hesitate to intervene should it be required.
But cancelling the licence would be a big gamble.
And that ends the news segment. Later in Sports with Rex, Hunter's captain credits team and Fatima hopes to inspire girls in rugby. Stay tuned.
Hardware House is more than just a store. It is where quality meets affordability, where culture is proudly celebrated. Spanning 9 provinces, we pride ourselves in offering top-notch customer support and services. We're more than just a store. We're more than a brand. We are Hardware House.
How would you describe your mother?
My mom is beautiful.
She is strong like Superman.
I love my mom because she always takes care of me.
My mom, she's so patient and loving. I feel she's always around.
Caring. She works so hard and always wants the best for me.
She's soft like Hola.
My mom is everything, and I don't know what I'd do without her.
Softland, fragrance of a mother's love.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh, Kevin, is that you? Oh my gosh, long time.
Tavares, sister girl, how are you?
I'm great. Oh my gosh, is that yours?
Yeah, my one and only.
Goodness, I never thought you'd have kids.
Well, surprise.
Yeah, and is your surprise vaccinated? Preventable diseases are on the rise, you know.
Yeah, sister, you know, long lines at the clinic.
I know. And?
And yes, I did hear about all these diseases.
And?
And the market?
And?
And what? And baby blow you are.
And did you know that 1 in 13 children in PNG die from vaccine-preventable diseases?
Oh my.
Sister to sister, let's build a healthier country with children's routine vaccinations today. Anyway, Kebao, I'll just get a boy first.
No, God, market pass. I'm trying to go to the clinic now. Bye.
Buy more, win more one-time Roots Rice. Winimag Munimak belum 300,000 kina. No can miss out. Buy 10 kg Roots medium grain rice, cut them round in big Roots logo on top long front long back rice, na write the name, na naman long yung long backside long name. Drop him inside long entry box long store. Week 1 draw, 1 winner by 500 kina. Week 2 draw, 1,000 kina. Week 3 draw, 2,000 kina. Na long week 4 draw, 5,000 kina. Second Roots Rice Facebook page long kisi mo tok sabe. Terms and conditions is stop.
I need to get out of a toxic relationship. My boss is different.
I am Dracula.
It's the real Dracula!
I'm coming, Master! He goes on a blood-sucking bender, and then it's up to me to clean up the mess.
Is it yummy?
Yes.
Hi, are you here for the meeting?
That's Redfield's boss.
Renfield premieres Saturday, March 30th, 10 p.m. on HBO.
Welcome back. After the second half mediocre performance against the Central Queensland Capras in round 2 of the Host Plus Cup this week, it was a remarkable turnaround for Hunters to bounce back with a convincing win, 22-10 against Sunshine Coast Falcons last Saturday at the Santos National Football Stadium.
Hunters captain Ila Alu admitted it was not an easy win either, as they had to fight it out till the end to win, but credited his boys for having faith in each other. Though they did not get the start they wanted, they showed a bit of resilience in the second half to get the 2 points.
We weren't happy with our performance last week. We just didn't turn up to play and we got blown off the park. But full credit to the boys, we had to bounce back, and today wasn't tough either. We had to fight it out till the last back end of the half to win the game, and full credit to the boys. We had faith in each other and what we could do. We didn't get the start that we wanted in the second half, but the boys just kept fighting until the end, and we got the victory. Just kept letting them back in the game with our errors and our ill-discipline, and that was something that we wanted to fix. We knew that rugby league it's an 80-minute sport, and it requires an 80-minute performance, and we fought till the end, and we got the victory. So a lot that needs to be worked on, but that's something that we would leave for the new week.
Captain Ila was also impressed with the versatility and incredible new talent they have in the team, especially on the edges, which is working wonders for them as they continue to blossom through the season.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent. That's the reason why he's in the team and he's exposing it today. And can't express how happy we are to have him on the edge and working wonders for us when we need him. So yeah, look, exciting talent. I'm looking forward to what he can bring throughout the rest of the season. Okay, well.
Hunters coach Paul Layton was just happy to be back in the winner's circle, saying there was a great improvement in their error and penalty counts compared to the past 2 games, averaging 30 errors. The coach went on to praise back rower Robert Matthews for his big player on the left edge to start the Hunters' comeback, adding his hard work during the pre-season is paying off.
Happy with the win, but also there's obviously areas that we need to improve on. One of the things we wanted to improve on was our penalty count. I think round 1, 13 penalties, round 2, 13 penalties. Round 3, we had 5. So we did improve in that area, just the areas. He came to pre-season, he trained really hard, he earned his spot. Only because of the visa restrictions, we can't take Rob down to Australia yet. So he can only play at home, like Valentine Richard, he can play at home. So we're missing those 2 when we go down round 4.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
A young Sunshine Coast Falcons outfit would be licking their wounds after going down to a fast-finishing PNG Hunters side, 22-10 in round 3 of the QRL Host Plus Cup on Saturday at the Santos National Football Stadium. The Falcons did not shy away for the home crowd noise, keeping the Hunters in check for the majority of the contest, before the homeboys found another gear to seal the match in the final quarter.
Falcons coach Brad Anderson admitted at the post-match, saying the Hunters were too good and made the most of their opportunities, however proud of the effort put in by the boys, being a new team coming together. Anderson said it's only 3rd game, nice and physical, which is a really good test for them to come out here and put in an 80% effort. Though the game was there for the taking, they just shot themselves underfoot with a few bad habits similar to their past 2 games. He said if they don't smarten up soon and get a bit more disciplined, they will keep losing games.
I'm proud of our effort today. We're a pretty new team coming together, so only our 3rd game, but yeah, it was nice and physical, so I think it's a really good test for us coming here and at least putting in a solid 80 minutes, but yeah, Hunter's just too good. You know, we're slow learners, but again, there was better science today, but the same bad habits probably cost us in the end, so you know, if we don't smarten up soon and get a bit more disciplined, we'll keep losing games.
Otherwise, Anderson said it was a great experience for the boys, majority of whom first-timers in PNG, and how much the people love the game up here.
It's a great experience for the boys. We spoke about how special it is coming over here and how much the people get behind the game, and I know they'll be better for it, that's for sure.
Likewise, Falcons captain Luke Paulselli said they did not start well with a lot of incomplete sets in the first 25 minutes, which did not help. Despite the loss, the captain said it was a great experience for himself in his first trip to PNG and for a lot of the boys, adding they will learn from this.
We just didn't start well. You know, that first 25 minutes, we just simply couldn't hold on to the ball. And you don't hold the ball, you simply just don't win footy games. Just building, you know, just going back to training and just working on just the little things. You know, we speak about a lot that we need to work on each week, and I feel like we're getting better every week, but we just can't string it together at the moment. You know, this is my first time here, and first time for a lot of the boys too. So it was a great experience, and we'll learn from this, definitely.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
A small businessman from the Southern Highlands is investing his hard-earned cash in grassroots rugby league with the aim of changing the mindset and attitudes of youths, especially boys, in his local community at the Gorobe settlement, Badili in the National Capital District. Tony Wani is the owner and sponsor of the 2023 JT9's Cup champions, Border Storms.
Tony Wani, a humble Southern Highlander, runs a PMV and tucker shop business at his Gorobe community in Port Moresby. Wani is not only a successful businessman, but a strong family man and role model who loves his community. He's been supporting Gorobe youths through rugby league for the past 8 years. Wani is the main man behind the Border Storm club that competes in the Moresby South Rugby League apart from the off-season competitions, with reasonable good record of accomplishment. After taking out the JT9's Cup last year, Border Storm fell short this year and had to settle for the bowl playoff, which they won over the weekend.
Carnival Boys ko am 8 years because sponsor of Border Storms. I'm also a private team here with running all private money blooming financial. I'm going to running nearly month staff loan. Loan settlement, but Mr. Like promoting on youth lo one child laws. Next level, one block loan to the ribbon claim loan. Hadas the name. Representative Kumul, I'm on the product of Border Storms and spending on catch blooming or current team goal loan. Come up in Molmangil, come up with the Magilo, until community loan, stop the drug, marijuana now. All not blood drink now, all must come up with the Chalo, community, and renting blooming loan, something all. Youth in child loan, community must stop good now. Respecting the law, look at you, bless.
One, he said his motto is not about winning, but keeping the youth occupied. At the same time, he coaches them to respect each other and members of their community. He teaches discipline and encourages them to stay away from drugs, alcohol, and crime. He also promotes Christian values.
Mr. Staff Tasha Wagwan legally walk or in Telvi was Taka box na. Mix him local and Mr. Sabatil. Border Storms, Emblon, people sport house and JT9's Gaulas Cup. Na iba das Cup and Mr. Border Storms go. But when they Maplo must be south and Mr. Sabatil, Fogils, and 2 years Mr. Sabatil, Power Bulldogs, na Mibla Cam 22, na 23, Mibla Cam Local Final na Mibla run up loan. Grand Final loan 2022 na 23.
One, he gets a lot of satisfaction and pride sponsoring the Border Storm Rugby League team. He is looking forward to coming back stronger in next year's JT Super 9's tournament. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
PNG Power's veteran Fatima Rama is happy to inspire young women and girls to play rugby. She is hoping to inspire in the 2024 edition of New Power Sports Talk Rugby Sevens tournament on the Easter weekend, when she leads her side, Berger Sisters, into tournament. The PNG Palace veteran Fatima Rama has been in the paddock of women's rugby sevens team over the past few years and has been happily representing her country with pride at the international stage. Rama said she has been a role model to many young women and girls playing rugby in her time at the Palace. She wants to continue this when she leads Berger Sisters onto the pitch on the Easter weekend of New Power Sports Talk Rugby Sevens tournament. Commenting on the Rugby Sevens tournament, Rama said it is an avenue for young players to showcase their skills and talents. Rama further said This rugby tournament will also provide opportunity for the Palais players to promote the game and compete to inspire young players, as well as locking down their sports into representative team. Meanwhile, fellow PNG Palais player Esther Gigimat, who will be running out in the Doves team, said she is excited to play against players of the caliber of Rama. She said it makes the competition tough and interesting. While Gigimat is excited to be part of the rugby actions on the Easter weekend, she encourages young ones participating to have fun and enjoy the sport. The Throwdown in Vulaha event in Hola village celebrated a local athleticism, attracting participants from diverse backgrounds, buoyed by sponsor support from the Constantino group of companies and others. Despite the lingering challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, TIV 2024 witnessed a notable increase in participation, with 40 men and 4 women eagerly taking part in a series of physically demanding challenges.
The Throwdown in Vula'a event in Hula Village, Central Province showcased local athleticism, drawing participants from near and far. Thanks to sponsor support and despite challenges, participation surged. From swimming to squatting, running, crab crawling and sandbag pulling, participants showcased their strength and endurance in events tailored to mirror daily village chores. The results of TIV 2024 are as follows. Men's Emmanuel Wallo, Noah Noah, Anthony Riley, and women's Filma Leva, Isabella Aunama, and Judith Adrian. Emmanuel Wallo continued his dominance, clinching his 4th consecutive title, while Filma Leva secured her 3rd consecutive win among the women. Generous prizes from sponsors like GFI, CPL, and SVS, including vouchers and goods, incentivized competitors, with top performers also receiving brand new wheelbarrows. The event not only attracted local residents, but also garnered interest from neighboring villages, further solidifying its reputation and appeal. Reflecting on the success of TIV 2024, organizers expressed satisfaction with their goal of promoting and celebrating the natural athletic talents of Hula Village. Plans are already underway to expand the event to Port Moresby in August, underscoring its growing influence and significance in Papua New Guinea's sporting landscape. Carol Kiru Jr., TV1 Sports.
PNG men's football team head coach Warren Moon was happy with the PNG couple's performance, although they conceded 3 goals in the first half and 1 in the second half, suffering a comprehensive defeat at the hands of their much-fancied opponents, 6-0. In the post-match interview, Moon said he saw what was coming for his side even before the game had started. Admitting that his men were outclassed, Moon said there is a lot to do to be competitive internationally. Here are the match highlights. Fijian Sevens head coach Osia Kolinisau has unveiled an impressive lineup for the upcoming HSBC Hong Kong Sevens tournament, slated for next week. Among the notable selections is the return of Olympic gold medalist Vatemo Ravovo, who is said to bring a wealth of experience and inspiration to the team. Also catching the spotlight is a newcomer Zozo Nasova, making his debut and adding a fresh dimension to the squad. In addition to the Ravovo and Nasova, Manueli Naisamoa and Rubeni Kabu will be making a welcomed after a hiatus from the last 3 legs of the series. However, the squad announcement comes with notable omissions, including Filippo Bucayaro, Rapoterere, and Napoloni Balcola. Coach Osia Kolinisau expressed confidence in the men's readiness, stating, "We've had rigorous training over the past 2 weeks to ensure the boys are primed for this crucial leg of the series. Their competitiveness and determination in training are evident, and they are highly motivated." Fiji faces a challenging pool featuring Australia, Canada and France setting the stage for the exciting encounters and intense competition on the renowned Hong Kong Rugby 7 stage. The NRL continues this week for round 4 action, kicking off with Roosters versus Panthers, blockbuster on Thursday. This week's other match featured games include the Broncos take on Cowboys, Warriors versus Knights and Tigers meet the Might of Eels on Easter Monday.
Off we go! This season keeps on serving up the big clashes, and this game promises to be another cracker. The Roosters smashed the Rabbitohs last week, while the Panthers continue their path of improvement with a big win over the Broncos. The Panthers will be without Nathan Cleary, who has been outstanding of late, but they will have to train extensively with his replacement. Roosters looked like real premiership threats at times this year, but this game will be the true test. With no Cleary, they should not lose at home. The Panthers show their real ability when putting on a big number against the Broncos last week. It was a fine early display of why they are the defending champions, but life could be harder against the Roosters, who are also coming off an impressive win. However, in Roosters' form, they picked up some injuries, and that could be too much to overcome as the underdogs. Roosters' Sam Walker has been cleared to play after 2 independent doctors appointed the NRL Chief Medical Officer ruled his Category 1 HIA against the Rabbitohs should have been deemed Category 2. He is joined in the house by Luke Keary, who has served the 11-day concussion protocols after he suffered a concussion in round 2. Lindsay Collins out with hamstring injury, replaced by prop Terrell May, with Egan Butcher added to the bench, his first NRL game of the season. A huge blow for Panthers, with Cleary set to miss 4 games from a hamstring injury, while Scott Sorensen's knee is also out. Brett Snyder is now the number 7 in his first game back in the NRL after a stint in England, and Luke Garner is promoted to start in the back row. Mervyn Gaia, son of 1991 Grand Final hero Mark, will make his NRL debut off the bench. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And that wraps up the sports segment. Marisila.
Thanks, Rex. We'll now have the weather forecast. Southern region. Port Moresby, partly cloudy with brief showers and possible thunderstorms. For Pondetta, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Mamase region, Lae, partly cloudy. Medan and Wewak, some showers. To the New Guinea Islands, Kavieng, possible brief showers. Kimbe and Buka, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And up in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen, partly cloudy with few evening showers. Coral Sea sees light with east to southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Waters of Finchafan through Whittier Strait to CST Long Island seas 1 to 2 meters. And waters of Bougainville seas 0.5 to 1 meter. That ends the news tonight. Pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.